This is the 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid Sport, and in today's Vehicle Visionary video, I'm going to tell you about the price-worthy features that this Civic has. Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. Today we're at Holmes Honda to go over this platinum white with jet black interior Civic and give you all of the particulars. If you want to know more, check out the link down in the description of the video. Here on the front end, we're going to find the nice sporty look, and the daytime running lights are LED. You'll have the new for 2025 active air curtains right here. A little bit of a different look here compared to what we had before. If there was fog lights, they would be in this area. Obviously, that's not going to be here anymore, at least as of 2025. A little bit wider grille, but a very sporty look. Very fitting for the sport trim level from bumper to bumper. Now, the one thing that I know a lot of people would like to see that is not available on the Civic is all-wheel drive. Front-wheel drive standard across all trim levels, but I do like the gloss black 18-inch wheels that you will find at all four corners. And we'll have the gloss black mirror caps, manually folding side view mirrors. They're power adjustable, they're heated, and you have your blind spot information system or blind spot monitoring built in. The base price is $28,950 for the sport trim level for the hybrid Civic. And here is your remote. Lock, unlock, you're gonna have remote start, and you can open your trunk right there. You're gonna have your panic button if you need that. This is a proximity key with a walk-away feature. The only style of sunroof available for these Civics is going to be the conventional size, no panoramic sunroof. But the thing about that, with a panoramic sunroof and all-wheel drive, I'm curious to know, for those of you who want those things, would you be willing to pay the extra price? I can't tell you exactly what that would be if it were available, but that's going to be the case as far as what you do and don't have here. A very nice look here with our rear, very clean. You can see your hybrid logo right down here. And here's an interesting fact. It's something you won't find with every hybrid vehicle. Whether you go hybrid or non-hybrid with the Civic sedan, you're going to have the same amount of cargo capacity at 14.8 cubic feet. And you can pull on the releases right here to lower the seat back. You'll have to manually lower those, or if you have long enough arms, you can reach in and push those out. But that's how you're going to maximize your cargo space. The only thing missing here is a spare tire. You do have a tire repair kit that you will find here underneath the floor. Take a quick look at what's underneath. There is what you're going to find. Under the hood, we will find a 2-liter naturally aspirated direct injection 4-cylinder, mated to an electric motor. All that together puts out 200 horsepower and 232 pounds-feet of torque, mated to a CVT. Now let's take a look at the MPGs on this model. I'd say, are they impressive enough? Well, tell me what you think down in the comments section. 50 city, 47 highway, 49 combined, and 2 gallons of gas per every 100 miles driven. The gas tank size on this Civic Hybrid is 14.6 gallons. On a single tank of gas in the city, you should be able to drive about 530 miles. Out on the highway, you should be able to drive about 498 miles on that same single tank of gas. And you can see the armrest there, a reasonable size as far as the space goes. I always wish this area was completely flat right here, but I do understand it based on the way the door bin is built that it's appropriate for it to be this way. We'll find one seat pocket on the passenger side seat. No air conditioning vents and no USB ports in the rear seating area. What do you think about that? Would you like to see those things? How important is that in your decision making when it comes to buying something like this? Fold out armrest with the cup holders built in. And we'll also have the oh crap handles. I don't know that anybody really needs that, although this Civic handles extremely well. So you could have some fun going through the corners that could have people reaching for those oh crap handles. The sticker price on this Civic, as it's spec'd out, is $30,555. Let's see what else you get for that price. You're going to find the glove box right here. Now this model does have the optional wheel locks. The wheel lock key is located right there in that bag if you ever need that. And you'll find the nice sporty looking interior. little bit more room with the door bin and armrests for the front doors. The driver and the passenger seats here are both manually adjustable. But one of the big differences between the two is that the driver's seat can be raised and lowered as far as its height goes. You'll find everything here for controlling the side view mirrors, locking and unlocking the doors and the windows, and you'll find one touch down, one touch up front windows. You'll have to hold the buttons down to raise and lower the rear windows. Right here, another nice adjustment for the driver, the steering wheel. It's tilt and telescopically adjustable, simply done by lowering that lever. And we'll take a quick look here at our steering wheel mounted controls. Everything for your adaptive cruise control is right there. Voice commands. You've got the controls to go back and forth between what you're listening to and volume. Now, you can hit the home button right here on the left-hand side. That's what you're going to see of the instrument cluster. You can use that scroll wheel in the center to go through a lot of different information depending on what it is you want to see or know about. That definitely looks nice and will get the job done without any trouble whatsoever. Nice and modern. I like that. Everything for your windshield wipers right here and your headlights and turn signal indicator control right there. You can set the headlights and taillights to auto, but you can't do that with the turn signal indicator. You're going to have to do a little bit of work to use that. I know it's really hard. Yes, I'm being a little sarcastic about that for those who don't use their blinkers. Right here is the control for the sunroof that you can open if you want to. You have your manual shade right there, and you can see some of the other controls that are here. Not a whole lot going on with the upper console, but you can see what is there. This is the 7-inch touchscreen. No, it is not actually flickering like that in real time. It's doing that through the lens of my camera, so don't worry about that. That's not a problem, not a defect. You have the connectivity for your phone that allows for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. When we go into reverse, you have your multi-view rear view camera, 3 different views, as you can see, with the trajectory lines, and your controls for the radio. You can turn it on and off right here, adjust the volume and what you're listening to right there, and then some of your one-touch buttons right there on the bottom underneath that screen. Dual zone climate control at this price point. Maybe a surprise to some people that you would have dual zone climate control in this Civic, but it is here. We're going to find a couple of USB ports and a 12-volt power outlet right here, and our conventional style shifter. And we'll also notice our drive mode selector right there. Let's see what those drive modes are. So you're going to start with normal. We'll go to Econ, and then we go all the way up to the top right there. That's going to be your sport mode, the most fun to drive in, right? And then your power parking brake, brake hold mode, cup holders, and we'll also find the center console that has a reasonable amount of space. You have that tray right there that can go in 2 different slots, depending on if you want to use that or not, or you could just leave it out. When it comes down to driving the Civic, it has wonderful handling characteristics. It feels so well planted on the road that it gives you the impression and the feeling that it's making more horsepower than it really is. Those handling characteristics make a big difference. Not that 200 horsepower is a really low number. I think it works very well as far as a power to weight ratio goes with the Civic. And when you need to get down the road, it has the power to get up to speed and get you where you need to go, move around the slower moving traffic, whatever the situation is. And handling, cornering, wonderful. What a great experience. If you're having that stressful day and you're that person that likes to go out and take the spirited drive outside of the city limits where there's not a lot of traffic and you can find the twists and the turns and just have a good time driving, the Civic will definitely deliver for you where that's concerned. It's just fun to drive, but also an extremely practical vehicle, that's for sure. Great gas mileage, plenty of room within the interior for the driver and the passengers. As is typical, you're going to find a little more room in the front seat. The driver's seat and the steering wheel make it very easy for anybody of any height, just about any height, I would say, whether you're over 6 feet tall or down around 5 feet tall. You can adjust things so that you're nice and comfortable and you don't have any trouble seeing. A very enjoyable vehicle to drive, but also simple to deal with. You have the very simple to use technology as far as this goes. It definitely is not an overload of technology. It's easy to learn and easy to use. And like I said, you can pair your smartphone if you want to use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, depending on the device that you have. But I like that everything is easy to get to as far as from the driver's position. Overall, a very enjoyable vehicle to drive. A little bit of road noise, but I don't think it's too bad. The ride quality I would rate as acceptable. It may not be Cadillac or butter smooth, but I still think that it does a great job as far as giving you a decent ride quality. The seats themselves seem to be pretty comfortable. It would be nice to be able to take a little bit longer experience behind the wheel than what I have on these test drives. So for those of you who have that maybe multi-hour road trip experience, what's the comfort level for you as far as that long-term driving goes? And there are the features that I believe are worth the sticker price on this Honda Civic Hybrid for the 2025 model year. You do have quite a few great features for the money. I'm not going to say that that is the best price, but in this day and age, it's a decent price. Everything is so expensive now. I think something around $30,000 is reasonable. Tell me what you think down in the comments section, and tell me what you think about this Civic Hybrid overall. I would like to say a special thanks to my friends at Holmes Honda for loaning me this Civic for the day so I could tell you all about it. And a special thanks to all of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. That way you don't miss any future videos. And if you would, please share this video on your timelines on social media so other people can see it. If you'd like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I will see you there.